What do we know about our evolutionary ancestry? Not as much as we thought, according to this recent discovery of a new ancestor of humans. Or is it an ancestor at all? Homo naledi is so interesting and unique because of the unique features that they had that are a blend of modern humans and their ancestors. Not only that, but they were coexisting with ancient Homo sapiens. Have you ever wondered how your physical characteristics were similar and different from your relatives? Archaeologists had the same thoughts while studying these remains. So, why are these remains so important? For that, we would have to ask, who is Homo naledi? It was thought that we had found as much as we could on the subject since we, as Homo sapiens, are a relic, the last of our species line. But that changed with the discovery of Homo naledi. Homo naledi is a specimen found in the cradle of humankind in South Africa in 2013 in an excavation led by Lee Brager. They were discovered in a cave system known as the Rising Star. They were named after this cave system with the word Naledi, which means star in the local Sotho language. What did they look like? Homo naledi's excavation site had many different skeletal remains within it, ranging from children to elderly adults. We were able to obtain a lot of different information of them. They were approximately 4 feet and 9 inches tall on average. They were bipedal, they walked on 2 legs, and they weighed within 88 and 123 pounds. They had hands and wrists like ours, with a unique type of thumb that had an extra long compared to ours. They also had teeth that were shaped and used like ours as well. How were they found? Lee Brager flashes light into the dragon's back of the cave, which reflected back at him to reveal bone. Unfortunately, it was very difficult to get within this cave as it was only 20 centimeters wide. Because it was so hard to get through that space, Brager and his team had to wait and search for a new crew that would be able to get within that small opening without becoming injured or stuck. If you were to become injured or stuck within the cave system, paramedics and medical help would have to wait until you were able to get yourself back out, as they could not get down there without becoming stuck themselves. In order to find someone within the parameters of a qualified person who was also able to fit within the cave, Lee Brager put out an ad on Facebook looking for someone who was qualified with a PhD, was not claustrophobic, had caving experience, and or a PhD in archaeology in general. He ended up with a crew of female archaeologists that had years of caving experience and had their PhDs, and they were able to excavate the remains within close to 4 months. In conclusion, Homo naledi opened up a door to archaeologists that brought to light an entire new species that lived alongside our ancestors. Though some primitive aspects of Naledi were still present, there was just as much modern aspects alongside them. It was Naledi was able to answer some questions, but also brought up more as a result. How did the species end? Did they interbreed with Homo sapiens? What did they eat and how did they live? We still don't know the answers. Homo naledi is very similar to us while also being very different. And the finding of the remains is one of the largest archaeological finds in Africa to date. We still don't know as much about them as we would like, but we do know that they were very similar to us, and we would like to know what that means.